All right, so I think it's one more thing that I need to do, and I need to go ahead and transition over to the scans. All right, so looking at the scans today, I literally just got up to see what was going on. I was doing some work this morning, but looking at the scans right now, I see Octo up here with 65% up, MSGM, VSME, T9, uh, but the biggest movers, I'm gonna go and look at the news on these. These are under five, so we'll kind of see what kind of news they have. But I'm looking for something that's a little bit more up and a little bit more active. And also, I need to look at the NQ because the NQ was going crazy yesterday, ripping back after a nice move down. Okay, so let's go here. And not just scroll the right way. All right, now that's done. Let's jump around to Octo first, OCTO. And that is 8Co Holdings. Press releases. 2 hours ago, 8Co announces that they would be doing 100 million revenue forecast for 2025. Okay, so basically it's a forecast for next year. And then another news that was a day ago was it regained compliance with NASDAQ listing requirements. I'm wondering, did it do a reverse split or something to do that? Let's just click into this one. Okay, bid price to regain compliance with the bid requirement. The company's common stock was required to maintain. Okay. Notice indicated shareholders equity. So I don't see any kind of reverse split. Usually to regain compliance, a lot of them do reverse splits, but I don't see that on this one. Okay, next one is MSGM, up 27%. You know what? Really not up that much. Really not interested in that one. But let's just look at the news. Motorsport games for MSGM. Layman's Ultimate releases in innovative co-op game mode save and load system in 2024. Games. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Don't want to get any games played with me. VSME is the next one. Okay, so July 5th was the last news on this one, and this month is September, so it's been a long time. I'm not even worried about that one. T9 is up 14%. Oh my goodness, I can't spell. T9 Medical, we've seen this one in the past. It's down under $5 as well. 6 days ago, the T9 Medical announces issuance of 3 notices of allowance for patent applications from the USPTO. Okay, so patent news. Then we got Yang, but Yang is only up 9%. I don't know if that one's a real. I don't think I've ever. Oh, Direction Daily FTSC China Bear, 3 times shares or 3x shares. I don't know about this one. They don't have any real press releases. BA factor based stock analysis. So no clear news, but they did have something 2 minutes ago. Okay. I'm not too worried about Yang. I'm not gonna look too much into that. All right, let's jump over to the NQ is red on the day, QQQs are red on the day. SPY is hovering around 570. So let's go look at some of that. Okay. Oh wow, it made a move all the way back down again. Okay, so this is the move that a lot of folks got caught in. I was trading down here on SOX looking for it to continue down, and it absolutely ripped back up. I jumped out. I jumped out before it even started all this. I was like, because we've seen this multiple times. It'll drop and it'll pop back through. It'll drop and it'll pop back through. So I didn't want to get caught on a pop back through. Um, Kind of just learning how it plays within the ranges and how many times it really bounces on these supports and resistance. I had this support marked out here, and I was like, okay, well, if it can hold this down, I can hold for a little longer, back down to 19,900s. But if it pops up, I'm out of there, and that's what I did. To the top side, it's tested this level of the 20,200 twice. So I'm thinking that could be a possible turnaround point for a short, but I need confirmation for that. I don't want to, get in here and then it just continues to rise up because it is bullish, more bullish on the idea than bearish because of the Fed rate cut. So a lot more reason for it to go up and break that when it goes back up there. Okay, let's look at the Qs. Those Qs up there. Okay, has a little top that's been tested here at 486 a couple of times. And the old SPY, but all of these are red on the day, but they're not big red. So I'm not too sure that they want to stay red. And got this nice top up here at 572. So it's a lot closer to the top than it is to the bottom. So I would like to see it test 572 if it can. But we'll have to see it pull a red to green move on the day though. Hopefully you all are having a good morning. Been one of those mornings it's just raining a little bit, and just looking around the market for opportunities. Octo going back under 410. Had a top up here of 458 and what looks like some type of bottom at 350s, and we'll see what happens on the open, but right now that's out of my price range. It is up 64%, so the percent gain I like, but like I really like to stay away from those. And all these other ones are just not impressive at all. So I guess Octo will be the one we watch out of the open. Everything on the watch though has at least 2 million shares traded, as far as I can see. So definitely looking out for all of that. $34.79. Octo slipping on down. This is the point of control for it on the morning at pretty much $4 flat. And only 50 cents away. So Octo has an ATR of 39 cents. It probably is going to be bigger than that based on, this big move will make it recalculate of the last 60 bars on this 50 minute. So yeah, it'll definitely recalculate. Probably be a little bit larger. But it doesn't have the greatest news. But as we've seen over the past couple of weeks, those without news have been, ripping the shorts face off. But I would like to see something that's can give a little bit more range. But it is the obvious stock on the day. I will say that being up 63% and not seeing anything else up here. with 15 million shares traded as well, when everything else is still under 10 million. So I don't know if shorts are getting active on it. I don't know if longs are getting active on it, but we will see at the open. We got about 15 minutes to the bell. Getting active. So last time it got pushed back down to 4. I just put 4 flat on here where that point of control is. And then we got the high up there. And then we had a little struggle point right here at 419. But we'll see where the ATRs end up calculating on the open. But nothing super obvious just yet. Look at snow. Snow is up a little bit. Snow up to 114. I forgot why I looked at this one. I think somebody had asked me about snow, and they probably they probably bought snow years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, but snow is in a nice little level down here. We maximize this sale. It's at 114. It's come down here to this level multiple times at this 116. Looks like it went up, came down, went up, came down, and now it's just between what 200, right under 200 bucks and $100. So it could break either way. But it's up 1% on the day. Not super impressive for a large cap. Can the NQ give us a move down though? It's tried to break these highs. Is it going to push back through, or is it going to hit this previous ATR at the 2166 and get going downward? If it gets going downward, it will probably come back. If it goes up here, it'll probably go green on the day and then have to switch from green to red. And if it does that, SOXS may be looking pretty good, which I haven't seen yet. Let's look at where SOXS is for a downwards move. Okay. Kind of flat. No big gaps there on SOXS. So I would say that's indecision. It's not even up 1%. Okay, looking like it wants to go through the $4 here on Octo for a breakdown. We'll see. $15 million shares traded on it. Popping back up there a little bit off of that point of control. Point of control was at 402s. and now headed back up towards this 420 level, but kind of just in between these two. Only 10 cents away from that breakdown though. The beta on this one, it is a market follower. Looking on the beta over here on the scans, it's got a beta of 3.215, which is decently strong following the market. So the market goes down, this one could help itself down as well. Pretty decent market follower. But if the market keeps ripping, it may get a little bit of sentimental move as well. So I definitely keep an eye on the market with that beta score being that high. Coming on down. 403s. Mm. Seems to just get close to that point of control and pop back up off of that $4 flat. We have 10 minutes left to the open. Jump back over to the NQ real quick. Still under that ATR low. Point of control moved down a little bit on Octo, down to 398, 2 cents down. So more and more volume is heading downward. We'll see if it actually works out that way towards the open. We have 7 minutes left. And go see what's today. Boop. And boop. Let's do. Okay. Okay. 16 million, and it's inching closer to that $4 breakdown. What? What is this message? Some clients may have difficulty. Okay, so TOS is having a couple of difficulties this morning. Where'd that go? Some clients may have difficulty reaching us by phone or may experience longer wait times. Clients can reach us using our online chat. Okay, we're working to resolve the issue. I don't know what the issue is, but just got that issue on TOS. So definitely want to see people, if people get destroyed here in the first couple of minutes. And go to down detector. For TOS. This will be Thinkorswim. No, it'll be Charles Schwab. All right, let's look and see what we got. User reports indicate possible problems at Charles Schwab. We got, this is the 24th. We're looking for the 25th though. 25th, a couple of reports have come through. The main thing is the login. Mobile brokerage is okay. The website is okay, but just logging in, okay. Schwab. It was 7 days ago. Was that little report? Interesting. I want to get caught up in some buffoonery. All right, less than 5 minutes left. Still watching the NQ off screen. Just, it hasn't dumped yet. Still looks like it's just holding right there at the 20,145, 150-ish. Well, actually, it's getting some bullish action now. Let me flip over here to this and see if at the open it wants to rip over this. Wow, a little bit of green there. If it wants to rip over this 20,152, come up here and touch the ATR and get going downward is what I'm looking for. So can it get through all of this, find weakness here and start coming back down? We got about 2 minutes left. This is the 15-minute that I'm looking on. And I will be switching over to Octo, watching that, see how that does out of the open, and then coming back over here to the NQ to see if it wants to go green and then come back red. Two minutes left though. Swapping over to Octo real quick. One minute left. Nothing to see here. No, I don't like Octo. I think it's gonna fail. But it is the largest percent gainer right now with the most volume. So I want to see it fail first. Do not like Octo. I don't like SMGM, which is another one that's a dollar up 21 cents. I don't like VSME. That is a dollar 45 cents. I don't like Yang. So I have a lot of don't likes on today. I just want to see this thing fail. And I want to see the SPY go green and then come back red. That's what I'm looking for. All right, 10 seconds left here. Yep. All right, so here's the open. New ATR is about to pop out. ATR up here is 437. ATR low is 390 down there, and it should face some resistance up there. Okay, didn't even get that far. We'll see if it can check in and get slammed down off of this 439, or it may get slammed before that. All right, and let me also go and look at the NQ, which is what I want to see go green and then go back red. All right, so this was the level that it kept playing with. Want to see, what? Come on now, what in the world? Pop through this level, come up here, touch the ATR, and get going downwards. So there's the pop through some of the level. I want to see it come up here and touch the ATR though. All right, coming up and touching the ATR, should find resistance there. A bit of resistance right at the ATR there. All right, so that's this little test up. And now can we start to circulate downward? Let's look where SOXS is right now. Is it looking promising? Ooh, SOXS down in the dumps. But that's because the market is going up. Let's go look at SOXL coming back green shortly. So this one, but it's not a huge gap or anything like that. It just has a nice little setup here, but it's pulling a green to red and red to green. So kind of indecisive. Octo up here to still holding right there. Will it hold up to $4? We will see. Nothing to see here. Says sell the pump, wait for the dump. Yep. And that's probably what these folks are doing. Like the folks, anybody that was holding down here $2 and it gapped up all the way up here, you know they're selling. It's a lot of sellers. A lot. And this one didn't even break the ATR highs, so it's just in indecision until it breaks down this 390 level. Okay, let's jump back over to MSCG, VSM, Yang looking trash, Nvidia going up for now. The NQ is pulling back a little bit. Let's see. NQ went from green back to red. So hit the ATR, but hasn't finished this candle yet. Finding a little bit of resistance there, but I don't know if it's enough to stop it. We'll see how this candle closes and if it can start breaking down this 20,000. What is this? This point of control right here, 20,136, where the majority of the volume was traded. But if it wants to keep going up, hey, let it go up. Octo, remember it has a very high beta, so it will be following the SPY until it gets ready to dump. So it continues to find a little bit of bullish nature in it as the SPY goes up as well. Up 70% now on Octo. Looking for it to retest this ATR high, which is at 439. Almost touched it again. This is the second time almost touching it. Can they get that break? Okay. It's getting some heavy pushes there. There's a little break, very small break. That 439. Wow, the NQ is pushing up. Oh my goodness. It's all the way back green. QQQs are green now, and SPY is green now. Wow, wow, wow. Almost all the way through back to the top. So this candle still hasn't closed yet, but man, this thing's moving. All right, and Octo is making moves as well upward. Oh, it's up 75% now. 23 million shares traded on it. And it is kind of choppy on the 15 minute. If it's this choppy on the 15 minute, I know it's choppy on the 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute. All right, getting pushed off of that ATR, not able to break it. But the SPY's still going up. And the NQ still going up. Big moves on the SPY. Look at SOXL, which will be following the SPY. It's up 1% on the day. It did do an ATR break, but it did do a gap fill here from yesterday's plunge down from 35 down here to 34s and filling this gap and still going higher. Okay. Nocto just not being able to do anything. Getting slammed down now. Can it go ahead and break down that $4? There's the 405. Go ahead and get that $4 breakdown and break down this 390. Let's go. Fully tested that high ATR multiple times. Was not able to break it. So is there enough fear down here around the 3 whatevers to blast it down? The SPY is still going up though. So that's the only thing that could keep this one in a shaky situation, because the SPYs and the NQ is continuing to plow up through the 20,200s. So completely destroyed this ATR and got up to the next one. So 2 ATRs about to be broken on one 15-minute candle. Okay. Octo still in semi. This long wick though is probably gonna turn a lot of people off from trying to get it to break out again. This long wick. If it does break that wick, it's gonna be, I mean, it doesn't have the catalyst to break it, but if it does, it'll definitely be irrational. Okay. SPY coming back under this ATR here, hitting this ATR. So let's see how many times it's actually hit this level back here. So this is 1, 2, 3 times it's hit this high level here. But like I said, the market is more bullish than bearish because of that rate cut. So for me, I'm like, I think it can continue going up, but I don't know based on the day. It did make a lower high on this one though, but this candle hasn't really closed yet, so it could ramp back up here to the 20,200s if it's really aggressive. But if it wants to get back under this ATR low of the 20,163s, you know, may be ready to head down a little bit. Okay, Octo popping back up to the ATR high again. The SPY or the NQ is holding up as well. The market's holding up, so this one continues to get some help until if the market dumps. All right, so there it goes again, 440s. A lot of motion there. Again at the ATR. So close. Wow. Okay. There's a little shot through. Has a top there of the 446. Wow. Needs to hold the ATR high though. Okay. Yeah, this is just choppy. This is a lot of chop. That is all that is. Yep, there it goes. Yeah, a lot of people getting cooked in Octo right now. NQ staying up as well. Fell down a little bit though. Okay, so looking quite bearish here. Nice big wick testing the upside and coming back into indecision, but it still isn't bullish enough for me to believe that it's done going up. Or not bearish enough for me to believe that it's going up. Tesla. Tesla up there as well, but not a huge mover. No kind of catalyst on that one. We got MSGM at 145 up 31%. Just not a whole lot of love and a bunch of wicks. Okay, NQ is coming on down, so we should see the same thing on Octo. Yeah, Octo again, hit that ATR high and back in this level. So now I'm thinking that the SPY, the NQ is looking real. It pulled a green to red move. So now looking at it. Now looking at it, look at this pullback. Woo! All the way back down. So we got pretty much the whole thing, but it just went a lot further than I thought it was going to go. And looking for it to break down this level of the 20,000 100s for SOXS to do its thing to the downside. So let's go look at SOXS. Has a high up here of 2175. SPY, NQ, all of those have pulled back. I told myself I would only be taking ATR high breaks. So we'll see if this one does an ATR high break and get back up here to 2189. But right now, I'm not super confident in it. And I don't want to trade it down here because a lot of times once they break that ATR low, they just go lower, even with a buy up like this. So I want to see it break this up here. And I'll be looking to possibly get involved up here at 2189 if it gets up there. If not, I'm going to leave that thing on the table. Okay, Octo is back up. Don't really understand why this one won't give up the ghost. But anyway, a lot of shakiness in the market today. I'll keep my eye on SOXL, which is just pulling bread now, but still holding that ATR high. So this one I'll be more inclined to take, but it just isn't a huge percent gainer. Barely, not even. I mean, who's looking at that one over Octo? Everybody's over here on Octo looking for it to go to the moon. And the way that it's getting these shorts on here just might, this is 3 or 4 times it's been back up here to the ATR high. So if it blasts out, shorts are probably going to get hit over this level of the 445 going towards the 450s. And the SPY and the NQ just popped back up as well. All right, anyway, that's enough of this. I'm going to, I will let you guys know in the Discord if I see anything I'm going to trade. I'm not going to trade Octo for sure, but I'm looking around for other opportunities, better opportunities, or just a no trade day. I'm willing to sit on my hands if I need to. But yeah, let's convene. I'll be back on, what's today? Wednesday. I'll be back on Friday. And I will continue to look over these. And like I said, I'll let y'all know in the Discord. I don't know if that link was dropped for the Discord. I don't see it, but yeah, let me drop that. I don't see it. There's the Discord, and that's where I will be continue to come in any conversations. But for now, I gotta go and make some money doing something else. I can't just be watching TV here. But anyway, appreciate you guys. If you're gonna continue trading, definitely keep your head on the swivel. And as always, you know, hump day midweek. I don't even know if it's any news coming out today. I didn't even check. Let me do that real quick. Check that news on the FOMC. Are they dropping any pertinent news on today? Ooh. News events, press releases. Okay. 24th calendar. All right. So today is the 25th. 24th. Okay. So CP commercial paper. We have a speech by Governor Adriana D. Kugler. We have the economic outlook, and all of this is going to be at 4 p.m. At Harvard Kennedy School, Cambridge, Massachusetts. And then we have some more selected interest rates. So we'll see all of that news. The NQ is just going up. It did not fall like I thought it was. So just going up. I'm glad I stayed out of the way of XOXS. And, you know, I may do a scalp on SOXL if possible, is what it's going to be looking like. But anyway, that's it for me today. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.